comic book, Black Swan Man.
Yeah, and also to represent a bunch of ideas and embed them in that cartoon.
So the cartoon, and people can see it, blackswanman.com, bills you effectively as the fearless feathered hero guarding against the evil and destructive forces of risk. So let's get serious for a moment.
But let me tell you, they got it wrong because I'm not for perfection, just like these characters, cartoon characters, looking to be super something. You want to be as fallible as possible and figure out that we human make mistakes, we're human, and you're just as fallible as others, and find where the mistakes are going to lead to catastrophes.
Okay, so that's what you were doing in the lead up to 2008.
And that's what we're here to discuss today. Where is the vulnerability? Why is the world today more fragile than it was, say, in 2007?
It's more fragile today than it was in 2007.
Of course, because we have the same symptoms. We have absolutely the same disease. You put Novocaine on cancer. And what happens? The patient isn't going to get better. He's going to feel better, look better, maybe for a while, and at some point you have a higher price. Think about it. What was 2007? What was a crisis of debt?
It was a debt crisis. There's no question.
We have a lot more debt today.
But it's in different places. There's been a consumer deleveraging, and the housing market isn't nearly as levered as it was back then.
Yes, but you don't get a free lunch. In other words, in different places does make a difference. Now, where is it? It moves to governments. From
and corporate balance sheets.
And corporate balance sheets. And corporate balance sheets, of course, it did fuel the stock market rally with corporation either investing their cash, with zero interest rates in their own stock or borrowing in many cases. I mean, we have $2.some trillion additional corporate borrowing. And then, of course, governments. Governments, they think they borrow for free. Till, they need to borrow a lot. So either they got to print money or borrow at higher and higher rates. I mean, we have to borrow more than this year, more than $1.some trillion. That's $1 trillion or something. And then think about it, we're incurring higher and higher.
When you say we, you're speaking of the U.S. government.
U.S. government, taxpayers, we're paying for it. We're paying, $300-some billion of interest.
Every year.
Higher rates, more interest, higher rates. You may enter a spiral.
What does that mean?
It means.
So that is a great point he's bringing up, and if you've been following this channel, I've obviously brought this up, and that's why long term I don't have a bullish outlook on equities or real estate. I do feel like another correction is coming, and that's why I'm so attracted to crypto assets, because other than maybe doing like a margin account, you're not having the ability, no cryptocurrency is able to go get loans and buy back its stock to pump up the price. So that's why I think it's a very important asset class to follow, to educate yourself. And as governments do this and devalue their currency, there is a possibility that more and more people will look to use crypto assets to hold value instead of government fiat, especially if you live in a weaker country that has very weak currency and you're dealing with inflation problems. But let me know what you guys think about this, and I will talk to you soon.